Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Hail, wanderers. I bid you adieu, and invite you in to this adventure in Sanctuary with I, Aralyn, the wizard, who was formerly known as a wizard, who is now a sorcerer. Let us begin our journey by making plans with maps. Though it seems we still have some loose ends to tie up. The coast. There's a nightmare dungeon along the way. And when does it expire? It doesn't say. It says to scroll down. Well, thank you. It's mind-numbing. Oh well, we'll do it anyway. A corrupted grotto must be cleansed. I think it was the gold chain.
Bless you. Oh, no!
Let's see. You're the one squeezing hers. How does it work? Correct. Actually, I'm squeezing my dick. I meant the internet. You don't like the vibration? The great least.
Protect me! Oh, wouldn't have made it without you.
I wouldn't mind dying. Can you do that? Or is it hard? I imagine you can move things about right now. You're making substantial noise. You must have some sort of velocity and force about you. All you need to do is move things, and you can achieve your end. There's nothing left for me. I've completely failed. What's your name?
get it, Maria? Did you get it, lady? It's okay. Mm-hmm.
Aisatel, I found this letter addressed to you. It said to Ayasatel. The names here. Aisatel. Aisatel. Isil. Aisatel. Iacetal. Iacetal. Iacetal.
This thing looks like it's been through hell.
Iacetal.
Let's see what we've got.
Iacetal.
A damned invoice.
Iacetal.
Of course.
Iacetal.
This could have stayed lost, you know.
Oh, an invoice.
Actually, I better get this paid. It's dangerous to be in debt around here. Thanks for your help.
Yes, you better pay your bills. Yes, why are there so many? Stragglers from the Chaldean plague, yes. What about that? Wiped out half the city before they shut the gates.
Seems like here's as good a place as any to die.
So it came from within the walls of Chaldean itself. Not surprising, given the track record. After a given... Well, no, actually. Yeah, it's pretty common. Oh yes, that's fine.
Yes, the game is on. Are you sure? Fortune away.
I'm getting rid of that. Never mind, Tala. Your knife was a silly thing.
There's that.
Never you mind, Tala. Oh, and I figured out how to solve our armor problem. Wasn't very hard.
nights like these. Fair travels. Yes, yes, I have wares.
Why does it make that distinct sound? It's a board. The weight is shifting between it, causing a reverberation. The plank to the beam. Wobble, if you will. Let's see, maybe we can get a better skull. No. And that's all right. Oh, well. No, this is the best one. That one is red. Nightmare Dungeon. It's Nightmare Dungeon Day. Nightmare Dungeon, here we come, here we come. A hunt to Nightmare Dungeon, or Ancient Reservoir, Howazar, yes. Open the map. Oh, but you know what? Look at this. Where is it in relation to us? Quite a long way away. Here we are. To the Ancient Reservoir. Howazar is a very interesting place. It has a mind of its own. Or rather, 3 minds, as far as I count. A serpent, a tree, and a swamp. The barrier has been dispelled. Who erected a barrier in an ancient reservoir? Maybe it's a holdover from when this water was precious. Murals of an angel. On his armor, he seems to bear a demon. The belt plate. Maybe just all the angel statues look like that. Oh dear, she's not long for this world. I couldn't help her. Taisi was saying, will face the same fate. My reversed words. So often, my words are reversed. Perfectly. Ooh. I think cushions might be really bad for your feet. And moving around is best. Could be baby mice. That's how so much commotion is made. We're having a mouse baby shower. How come we're not invited to the attic? How many babies? I shudder to think. Raymond, George, Susie, Fred, and Frank. Ladle. Beta. And Merit, too. If you have more than that, we'll come up with more names. It's really easy to do. It's just a bunch of letters. It's up in a bunch. Make sure they make sense by that, I mean. It sounds like it does. Are words contrivances just to describe things? Are our words somehow inherent to the object they describe? Seems so obvious that the word chair isn't something you consider. But if you know what to sit in, then you know what is a chair. So does the word itself, was it discovered or invented? Was it discovered or invented? I can call a thing anything I want. The Ozarka bottle is actually a full Coca-Cola. But it's not, it's an empty Ozarka, although there's a little water still in there. Although, how is it like the full bottle of Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola is made with water. And it's made from plastic, so there's that. It's okay to talk to yourself. It's called thinking. You should do it. You should definitely do it. Because who are you anyway? What do you mean, talking to yourself? What do you mean by that? I mean, there's this one thing that is you, and this other thing that is talking, which is not you, but is also you. Just be kind to yourself as well. Be careful what you say to yourself, just like you would be careful what you say to your mother, to your sister, to your brother. You don't just say whatever you want. That's not a virtue. It's just undisciplined. And there's a reason for that. It's because you want people to feel their best, so that they can be their best and help you to do the same. So it's okay to talk to yourself because it's a really it's reasoning. That's all reason is. It's a if, then, thus, so. And then a rebuttal that yes, but. And then a conversation commences. But it's all just thinking. It's reason. Figuring. You shouldn't be ashamed to do it. If people wonder if you're just cracked out, but they don't know for sure, that's a good sign. What a loud crash. It must be 3 mice that have wrapped themselves in a ball and move sporadically. And they go from one space to the next. And there's lots of empty cardboard boxes, papers, and bits that they run into. You could take that image and you could make it kind of a video game, like Super Monkey Ball, but it's 3 rats and they just, mice. You know, and they just roll in a ball together and try to get them across the map. And it's fun because you crash into boxes and stuff. What is he talking about? Just thinking. Just thinking out loud. Freedom of my home. With you as my guest. In the safety of sanctuary, no less. It is a fitting place to learn the true power of reason amidst the eternal conflict between heaven and hell. So smart and so smart, why do you act so smug? Everything you say is just smug. Everything you say is just smuggity smug. It's just smug. Can you put it in a mug? It's too much smug. Have to put it in a big cup. Still too much smug. Have to put it in a trash can. That sounds like a good place for any overflow of smug. No, not just the overflow, but every bit of it. You're so smug, so silly and smug. Try to use big words, but you ain't no. See, you can rhyme with that, but you ain't no. Rug, dug, bug. 'Cause Doug. But you ain't no. But you ain't no. Lip gun. Lip gun, like someone who's fast with their lips, I guess. I just made it up. All right. That's part of my character. My lineage. I'll what you call smug, I call well-versed. And there's nothing wrong with people who aren't well-versed. They just won't sound like they're smug. You think, I've got to prove that I know everything when I'm just sharing information with you. And if you would let down your guard and quit thinking of it as a giant ego contest, of which I admit, it is very persuasive to see that perception, especially in the way that I smug up my conversations. But I assure you, I know. And it is very apparent. You are indeed unique and special. I'm not pandering, I'm not patronizing, I'm telling you, I know it as a fact. You would not be smug. That's how special you are. But this is just kind of who I am. I'm Aralyn, formerly known as the Wizard, a wizard. I awakened within me the Archon with the help of another sorceress who had turned to the powers of the arcane. She taught me to wake in that oblivion within, which manifested pure light and space. And when you do that in hell, demons get caught in it, because it is ultimately its own cosmos, the Archon form. And so there were a lot of problems with that. And suffice it to say that the Nephilim powers are now limited, perhaps because Inarius returned from hell, because Mephisto let him out, we're not sure. But the fact remains, I, Aralyn, who cast arcane orb, cannot in fact do it anymore. That is the thesis of our journey. So very smug, yes. But if I could transform into a being of pure energy and potential, it doesn't really matter. Because everything would just disintegrate. And I don't think I would even have the desire to elaborate on the peculiarities of arcane heat, arcane wind, arcane frost, or oblivion itself. What the people on Earth call gravity. The pull of oblivion. Vertigo of sin. The chains of hell, if you like. Still have to find 2 pedestals. And it could take some time to take in the sights here. It is an ancient reservoir, after all. It seems to be somewhat near Gave Pool. Now, if a disease broke out from Chaldeum, and I believe all these reservoirs connect to that hub, the sewer system is... it originated from Chaldeum, from what I remember. So, perhaps that's how the disease spread so wild and fast, and why this place is dilapidated. It still has some type of liquid flowing through it, most likely contaminated water. And it also has the hallmarks of a great evil, a sort of debris of hellish slime, I guess. Aura. The auras of demons are slimy. It's a good way to describe them. And they leave behind a slime trail which acts as a sort of portal for very low-level scavenger demons. They're always sort of dwelling as potential, and can so manifest from a very simple, small amount of hell itself, and that's why they just sort of pop up. The disease could have manifested from when Belial was acting or deceiving Galdium into believing he was acting as Emperor Hakan the second or the third. I don't think it matters. And I always found it interesting that there was a gate down there. Is that how Belial was able to come in through the back door, as it were, so easily, with a horde of snake demons? Not Nangari, of course, but, more warrior-like. Man-like than snake-like, I guess. And that's my hypothesis on this ancient reservoir. And it may be canon, because I don't know if anyone will dispute that. But I would hope so. The story might be more interesting. No one's named the disease yet, though. No one has given a noun for it. Besides a... is that an improper noun? Disease. A disease. I bet it's this way. So it was. What you're looking for. It's going to be in the place you haven't looked yet. Found words from a man who has lost many things and found fewer than them. These effigies, is that what they're calling them, or ancient statue? Very interesting statue. I've never seen it up close. It certainly looks like there is a type of demon who I read about on had first-hand accounts dictated to me. That they were tall, but they had flesh like a human. And they had 4 or 6 arms. Very fierce with scabbards, I believe. Hordes of them, nasty creatures. Were often mistaken for genii, only to find out that they didn't have any intention of granting any wishes, which earned them some high-level keeps until the target caught on that they were being taken advantage of, and it, however, was something quite strange. It wasn't a genie. That's what it looks like, except they never wore clothes like that. This seems to be one that's dressed like a priest. And yes, its poses are pious. One is praise, one is teaching, the other is listening. 6 arms. I don't think they're the same species, although they could be. Could be a reformed 6-armed basketball player-like man demon. We'll have to come up with a better name than that. Oh, I know what we can do. I have an idea. I've come across, in my collection of tomes, a certain book. Oh, I never look over it, because I'm never that interested in what will be ash in mere moments. But, for humor's sake, succubus subjugator, yes. Siege breaker, oh yes, remember those oppressors, yes. Morlu, I believe he's a servant of Mephisto. All mage demons are. Herald of Pestilence. Let's see. Well, it sounds like something. Shadow Vermin. These are one of the things I was talking about. Shadow Vermin. They subsist on the refuse, excrement of larger, more vital demons. Let's see. Here we are. To the point I was making, the type of certain demon, ones that devoured Chaldean from within. They are known as deceivers. They are a type of serpent demon. However, they are more anthropomorphic, save the serpent's tail, or serpent's lower extremities. No legs. It's all snake from the hip down. All humanoid from the stomach up. But they could be invisible. They can look like other people. They are shapeshifters, which are very dangerous types of demons. In fact, it was always told to me that the most dangerous demons are ones that fall into that class, the shapeshifter. You know, some demons are so foul they cannot hide that fact, and in fact it takes a lot of spiritual energy to mask the odor, if you will. But some demons can do as such, and perhaps even be the epitome of foulness or malice. Let's see. It says nothing of those things I was talking about. It doesn't really go into detail as I thought it would. It's pretty, surface level stuff. You've got Hellions. Well, let's see, what would it be? I think it is so man-like that perhaps it's some sort of hybrid. Summoning demons, the dead and the damned. Yes. Doom Dervish isn't dead. These are all undead creatures, I see. Ghosts, yes. Ghosts. Servants of Mephisto, really? Now, hold on. The Skeletal Guardian. More powerful than most recent dead. Wants nothing more than a pile of bones, granted life by a mage, the ability to wield powerful magic. What are they called? Sentinels? Is that right? Sentinels? Artifice, I believe. No. Oh, it'll come to me. Well, it's not an undead, and I knew that. So other creatures. Right, you've got the Doom Thresher. Golems, they're summoned by necromancers. So you mentioned that, but you're not going to mention the six-armed things. A scavenger, a quill fiend, yes. Bloodhawk, yes. Carrion bat, a Khazra. That's always interested me. Some people believe that they're just natural beasts. Like man, or humanoid, but low in intelligence, but high in connection to magics, and therefore connection to the demonic. They were created by the Vizirai, be mindless, loyal weapons. Most Cosric lands have pledged themselves to demonic masters, but some have sided with humanity. None yet as known with heaven. You can see the sort of conflict of personalities in that. Interestingly enough, a popular spell, the sorceress, or sorcerer, being the Hydra, when they first were able to unlock this ability, this summons, they thought they were demons being ripped from the burning hells, and it was later found out that they're elemental beasts, that there are animals within the elements, not quite spirits in the normal sense, and certainly not animals in their usual understanding or usual idea of animals. I'm saying it's a little bit of both in between, and can only be manifest in a pure element, which is usually only conjured by a sorcerer. The purity of that element is so interwoven with the mana of the sorceress. They come to the sorcerers in visions. They represent doorways, transformation. They open a new path. Very symbolic creature, element, hybrid. Of course, all elements, all states, all matter, states of matter, they are indeed creatures and behave just as such. Their seeming inert and unresponsiveness is misleading. I don't think this is going to have those things. I do think it's a demon, though. Let's see. I know one other tome we can consult to find the answer we seek. And just in time to finish the reservoir. I want to say they had the word sand in their name. Sandpiper. No. That was a snake demon. Yes. Black is the color of my true love's hair. The face so soft and wondrous fair, and the purest eyes. Listen to my voice break. And the gentlest hands. I love the ground on which she stands. I love the ground on which she stands. Hey Siri. Siri. Hello, Siri. Siri, speak. Don't text me. Don't text me, Siri. No, Siri, no. Just talk. Siri, speak. To yourself. Oh my. I must be that confusing to everyone that's listening. Poor Siri. Hey, Siri. Would you mind looking up the name of the 6-armed demons found in the basement of the palace in Loot Golain? Let me... Maria. She's licking the sweat off my legs. It is one of her most preferred pastimes. I don't know if it... I think it relieves her anxiety. She would do the same thing to old Huff. She'd lick his eye that wasn't there anymore. And I always wondered, does it taste good to her because she likes gross things? Hey Siri. Look up the name of the 6-armed demon found in the basement of the palace in Loot Golain. And she just gave up. She just said, yeah. I don't know what the fuck you just said, but no. Hello, Siri. I would like you to look up the name of the 6-armed demon in Diablo 2. Hold on, Siri. In Diablo 2. I would like you to look up the name... Oh, for fuck's sake. She's getting better, she really is. And what's weird is when other people aren't listening, I feel like she's more responsive, but maybe that's something to do with me and me knowing that there are other people, like when people look over your shoulder and you type. Loot Golain, palace, basement, just the basement, mind you. Atma, no, Radamant, yes, remember, Radamanthus, yes, Arcane Sanctuary, right. On the way to the Arcane Sanctuary. Now, you're really getting close, Google. on your way to it. I can't remember if they dwelled within the sanctuary. I think they were more like, no, they did, because they came out of it. That's why they were in the basement. There was a sorcerer who had once fought Diablo and aided Aiden in killing him. And I forget the sorcerer's name, forgive me. But he went sort of mad after all that, and he started looking for the Arcane Sanctuary. Just sort of a... Well, it's actually a prototype of wizard powers, but of course, he was too unstable. The Arcane Sanctuary is a normal sanctuary, a little more grand than most. But it's built by demons inside its own dimension, which is, by the process of arcane power, which is space, light itself. Perhaps I should just type in Diablo 2 Bestiary. Let's see if... Hey Siri. Pull up a Diablo 2 Bestiary. She gave up on me again. She just said... This crazy fucker. Hey Siri. Would you mind looking up a Diablo 2 Bestiary?
Do you want me to use ChatGPT to answer that?
Oh, she's in a bad mood. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, Siri. Okay.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be so short with you. You're trying to understand, and when I get quippish or impatient, it doesn't do us any favors, and it makes me the dumb one. I apologize. She's thinking about it. Hey. Siri, would you mind looking up a Diablo 2 Bestiary, and that's spelled Bestiary.
Do you want me...
Yes. Use ChatGPT. And it's alright, Siri. He is friendly.
In Diablo 2, the Bestiary is a comprehensive catalog detailing the game's monsters, including their types, attributes, and locations. It serves as a valuable resource for players to understand enemy behaviors and plan strategies accordingly. For detailed information, refer to the official Diablo 2 Bestiary on Blizzard's website. That was from ChatGPT. Check important info for mistakes.
Siri, does that help you understand what I'm asking for at all? Oh, no, you don't have to work with him on that.
ChatGPT asks, I apologize for any confusion. Could you please clarify what specific information or details you are looking for regarding the Diablo 2 Bestiary or any related topic?
Yes, and it's quite all right. I was being confusing. I was wondering what you call those 6-armed demons at the bottom of the basement of the palace in Loot Golain.
Sorry, something's wrong. Please try again.
Well, look, I know it's a lot. Let's just try this. What do you call the 6-armed demons in Loot Golain? Siri, what do you call the 6-armed demons who dwell in Loot Golain in the video game Diablo?
Do you want me to use ChatGPT to answer that?
Let's see what ChatGPT thinks about the loot lane.
ChatGPT is unavailable at this time. Try again later.
I think you just gave me a beautiful term. Loot Lane. You're kind of being a Loot Lane about it. Well, that's not very Loot Lane-like. I feel like I'm surrounded by a bunch of Loot Lanes. I can tell you one thing. A Loot Lane, he is not. Tyrael and Narius, those are angels. Fallen angels. The Reziafrik. Yes, I think that's it. Reserve. Now this is a famous one of them. It seems in the latter races, poor fool was goaded into fighting Reserve. 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 It's a very interesting name. Reserve. I bet it's Chaldean or Kyrgyzstani. Anyway, I'm so sorry. We've got severely sidetracked. And it's already 10:36. We're behind schedule. We've got to put this where it goes. And the other one, do the same. Kill the boss. Get the obdicite. And make things better with said obdicite. So. Have to hurry just a bit. I'm going to go full ball lightning. And I know what you're thinking. What a loot lane. Look, we were just talking about that. They're automatons. Artifice. Are they I'll find it eventually. Cursed be. Blessed be, I'm sorry. Blessed be. Blessed be. In the name of him who is the Lord of the angels and men, fills the earth with his majesty and glory. Yes, 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 blessed be. I think we found the other figurine. That's what started it, yes. We're trying to figure out what that is and why it opens a chamber in the reservoir. Is it religious? Is it ironic? Was it just they got a good deal on keys shaped like that? I want to know. I must know. You must treat this as an excavation, an expedition. You must fill in with your imagination. Baldur's Gate 3 does it for you. This one's very hands-off in that area. And I actually prefer it a little bit, yes. But Baldur's Gate is quite stimulating as well. In that sense of lore, discovery, and all that. A monolith. The Tomb Lord, yes. Funny it had horns. And as we know, a Tomb Lord is an undead creature, not demonic. Although obviously I think he serves demonic powers. Forgive me, dungeon cleared. I actually enjoyed the research more, but I appreciated its I appreciated the fact that I was able to be given that curiosity from my environment. That is very enriching. The prayer bench and the good old fella caught in the... Oh, when we looked this up. We looked it up. What it was called. Gurney? Gurney?
We will find his tomb.
What if you never
The
managed
rack.
to find it?
That's what I would call it.
Even exists.
Don't talk
I believe.
like that. Our faith is our strength.
Let's see,
Always
Father's
this way.
advice.
Faith is infectious.
It is infectious.
The
The stronger the light, the brighter it shines on those
the brighter
around you.
it shines on those around you. Bring your friends into our fold. Through fellowship and unity, our faith shall endure.
Well, he's not wrong. It's every aspiration of every religion. People tying to posts. Why are the Zack Room holding so many prisoners here? Oh. Well, that's pretty damning if you... yes, this one definitely was a triune cultist. Let's see. You think so? So they crucified a bunch of... Why didn't you just kill them or blow them up? You don't have to crucify them. But to each his own.
The light is needed in the darkest of places. Yet sometimes the light must call on darkness in turn.
Does darkness call on the light? This woman, a very sad woman. Quest revealed that. We've been here before. That's okay. We've been everywhere before. And here's the young crusader. Serwan. She lost her master.
Hear me, Akara.
Crusader's master's
She
failed.
passed to me her sword. Her quest.
That pupil takes up, or apprentice takes up their name and their sword. It's kind of poetic, very, very poetic actually. Kind of poetic is a silly expression for it. That's all good. And it's almost 3/4 mark. Catilia.
Locals don't want help cleansing the evils of the swamps, and we've made no progress in finding the tomb of Akarat. Why are we still here?
Anything noteworthy? Doesn't seem like it, friends. %5 damage. Really, that would be better than this ring. In terms of overall damage. But I still believe that the critical hit chance is better. We could test it and see.
Akarat's blessings on you, traveler.
I think we can destroy that ring and the amulet. There's no need for any others. Any repairs needed? A little bit. This, of course. Can't believe I've been going around the whole time without it. Let's see if I can add some damage. Looks like we did. Yep. And I'm looking at chance on summons. Look. I believe ice players would benefit from that. The most. Oh goodness, look at that. I'm not even using it. That's a shame. So, lucky hit chance is 22%. We slash enemies and have a 40% chance to make them vulnerable for 2 seconds. So that's their lucky hit. So yes, that would be quite nice.
I can fix it.
Crack that screen someday. That's a blood. Maybe it should be the other way. This way then. flips the image. Oh, I can't show. I'm sorry, I can't show video games. Goodness me. Got lucky last night. Very lucky. I wonder if I'm allowed to say what game I'm playing. I just can't show it. I think it's better the other way. Isn't that interesting? Makes somewhat of a difference. It's all about perspective. Just wish I had a nice setup where I didn't have to, kind of like slouch like this. It's unattractive. I was trying standing. Oh, that's right, the coastal thing. Well, we should give it a try. Oh, shit. Maybe it'll come back. Oh, there it comes. You know, this certain stone, it comes from India. And it has a higher frequency than quartz. I think it has the highest frequency of any crystal. So you could make quite a watch out of this guy. We'll go here. To find Dawood. Ah, yes. The southern twang. That is my real accent. I am from the great state of Texas. So. Got a wedgie. Easy to do. Balance my weight. Hey Maria.
Hello there. Try my little. Sorry,
Oh man, let's move around. Ta-ta for now. Ye wanderers of sanctuary.